Alright, here's a bench press tutorial to help you bench press more weight. Hopefully you could gain some tips from what I have to share. And this is all natural development. I'm not talking about just popping in pills and creatine and andro and steroids, none of that. I'm just saying a natural development based on my experiences. I don't take none of those supplements. I just do the best that I can to bench press the most that I can. And I've been doing this for many years, and this is my feedback on what you could do to increase your bench press potentially. Right now, my max is 260 pounds and I weigh 145. So my all-time max was 265. I never went more than that. So 260 is around my max. I wanted to wait until I could bench press double my weight before I make a video, but I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen, so I'll just make the video right now. I'm not saying that I'm the strongest person in the world or anything like that. I just think that I could give you some really good tips to help you out. Alright, first, having a good bench is very important. Now, if you get an Olympic style bench, or most of these benches that you find at the commercial gym are the really high quality bench. So if you can get a high quality bench, that's very important. High quality bench will have like nice padding to let you have really good support. So it's very comfortable. It's very good high quality padding. The bar, you need to have an Olympic bar. If you're talking about real serious weight, bench pressing, you need an Olympic bar. You can't do that standard, bar crap. That's for like beginners. This is for the advanced, people that really want to build some real muscle. So the Olympic bar is 45 pounds, Olympic weight set, the 2-inch weights with the 2-inch holes. These are not the standard size. The standard is 1 inch, these are 2 inches. So Olympic bar, Olympic weights, Olympic bench. The Olympic bench will have a wider range. So what that enables you to do is it enables you to have a more wider range. So then you can have your arms farther apart if need be. Alright, the standard bench is just too small. I'm a small person, I'm only 5'5", and the standard bench is too small for me. So imagine how ridiculous it would be for someone that's 6 feet tall to be using a standard bench. It's just too narrow. Alright, the narrower your grip, the harder it's going to be, because then you're isolating the triceps, and your triceps is not going to be as strong as your chest. No way. So basically, a narrow grip will not enable you to bench press more weight. Alright, you need to have the proper grip where you're strong. The strongest that you're going to be is around this range right here. Out too far is too much. In too far is too narrow. You're working the triceps too much. So the power is at this line right here, where your chest is, where your nipple line is. Right there is where you push up. Alright, you have to have a comfortable grip. Alright, you got to make sure that you grip it balanced on both sides. Alright, there's a marker on the bar that will help you balance out your grip. So you got to get used to knowing where your hands are on that marker that's the most powerful for you. So some people like to put their pinky finger on that marker to get that equalized grip. I like to put my ring finger on that marker to get an equalized grip. Okay? Other people might like to use their middle finger to put on the marker. Other people might like to use their pointer finger to put on that marker. I use my ring finger, and that's where my grip is strong. And that's what I like to do. Alright, so first you need to test it out. You need to experiment to see which grip is best for you. If it's a little bit closer, a little bit wider, you have to figure that out on your own through experimentation. And basically everybody's a little bit different on where they would like to hold it, where they're going to be the strongest. Alright, so that part is very important. Alright, so you need to have an Olympic bench to be able to give you more variations to work with. Because the standard size bench might have the bars right here, and that's just too close. And that restricts your ability to move further out if need be. Alright, so that's one important thing. Another thing is being grounded to the floor can give you more power. So meaning you might be able to get some energy off the ground by having your feet planted on the ground, and that will allow you some stability so that you can push up that weight. So if your legs are hanging off the ground, you might want to put some weights that you could support yourself with. You might want to put some dumbbells on the floor, like maybe these dumbbells, for example, right here, where you can support yourself and put your legs up on something. So you have some type of stability there. Okay? That might help you do a little bit more. Alright? Most benches at the gym should be the right size where you don't need to put anything on the ground, where you can just have straight contact with the floor. Some people also like to arch their back. Some people say that's a little dangerous, but at the same token, it could help you push a little bit more weight than you normally could. But there is a potential for there's a potential for injury. So just realize that. So if I arc my back like this while I do it, I might be able to bench press a little more, but I might be hurting my lower back at the same time. Okay, that's the risk that you take when you do that. Sometimes you see people do that. Alright, so what I teach is I try to get people to touch their chest every single time that they do a rep. Alright, that enables the full range. Chest all the way up. Alright? What I recommend is to kind of like lift the bar up and then kind of relax when you come down and then push up and breathe out. Okay? I say relax when you go down, because if you go down super slow, I say that you're wasting a lot of your energy by resisting that weight going down. Because there's a positive and negative to everything. And if you spend all your energy on the negative, you won't have much energy left for the positive, and then you won't be able to push it back up. So my thing is just kind of like relax when you go down and then pop it back up. And make sure that you push it up at this line right here. This is where you're strong. If you start bringing the weight up here closer to your neck, you're really weak right there. So remember that. Don't get the bar up here by the neck. And don't get the bar down here by your stomach, because you're weak there too. You're going to be strong right here where the chest line is. So don't bring the bar up here and don't bring the bar down here. You need to have it where the chest line is. Alright? Those are some very important pointers to remember. Alright? So remember, don't bring it up by the neck and don't bring it down by the stomach, and don't have it too narrow. Have it too narrow, you're just focusing on triceps. You have it too wide, that's not good either. Alright? It has to be the right grip, and it has to be at the right line of motion. That's where you're going to be strongest. Remember to breathe in when you go down and breathe out when you push back up. So it's going to be like breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Okay, so that's how you want to do it. Breathe in and kind of relax a little bit when you go down. Alright? Don't just let it drop onto your chest, but don't waste all your energy on the negative. You waste all your energy on the negative, you're not going to be able to really push it back up that much, because you just basically use all your energy. It's just always the positive and negative you got to think about. Now that might be a really good workout, but you're not going to be able to maximize, to see where your potential is as far as bench press is concerned, if you're constantly going slow when you go down. So work on relaxing when you go down and then breathe out and push up. Alright, so this is going to be 225 pounds. I weigh at 145 right now, and you'll see that how I do it right here. Alright, I'm going to actually show you how much weight it is so you know that this is not fake weight. Alright, so this is a 45 pound. Right next to it is the 35, and here's a 10. Alright, so it's the same on each side. 45, 35, and 10. The bar is 45, so this is 245 pounds. I'm going to see how many times I could do it. I weigh at 145. Another thing that could help also is having weightlifting gloves. This might give you just a little extra grip so it doesn't slide, the bar doesn't slide, and you have more control. If you have more control, then it can increase your performance. Alright, so having weightlifting gloves can help. This is something else that you could try out too. Make sure that if you're going to be lifting weights that's heavy, make sure you warm up too, because you could really hurt yourself pretty badly if you don't warm up. I also advise to try to stay around 10 reps, because anything lower than that, at least you know, around 6 to 10 reps. Anything lower than that, you know, it's going to be more dangerous. And you're going to have to really get some really good warm-up in. And you probably want a spotter as well. And right here, there's an extra bar right here as a safety bar in case you can't push it up. Alright, if you're not experienced with this stuff, you don't want to use too much weight because you could hurt yourself. Alright, you could throw your shoulder out, you could tear something, you could really hurt yourself badly if you drop the bar on yourself, things like that. So, what I like to do is I put my ring finger up to where this marker is. I center the bar, I stretch a little bit, make sure I get that full range. I'm going to aim for 6 reps. Alright, so I couldn't get 6, but that was okay. Alright, 5 reps. Alright, so I'm going to take some weight off. Alright, I got some less weight on here now. So go over some of the technique and actually show you how it's done. Alright, so another thing is everybody has their limitation and their plateau. Like, you're never going to just get stronger every single day. So when you get to a certain point, it's going to be really difficult to keep going further. And you just have to learn to accept that, hey, you know, we all have our limitations. You know what I'm saying? So you can develop yourself, but I say don't get overly concentrated on just one area of your body. Learn to develop yourself in other areas. Alright? So basically, we go over the technique again. Make sure you get the correct grip where you feel most comfortable. Line it up correctly. Bring it up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Out. Relax going down. Just like that. Okay? So just relax going down and then pop it back up. Relax going down, pop it back up. You know, that's what I recommend to really get the strongest one. Try to get your legs grounded on the floor. Make sure you got the right grip. Make sure that you're lining it up with your chest right here. Don't go too close to the neck. Don't go too close to the stomach. Don't hold it too far in because then you're just focusing on the triceps. Don't have it too far out. You need to have the right grip. Breathe in when you go down. Breathe out when you go up. Breathe in. Again, real quick. In. Just like that. Okay? The benefit of going faster is that you don't have to hold that weight there that long. And just pop out the rest as quick as you can. Because every time when you're holding that weight, that's taking energy as well. So if you do it super slow, then you're not going to do as many. Just point blank. Just have control and just do it quick to see where your potential is. That's what I recommend. Make sure that you warm up before you use heavy weights. I consider heavy weight like anything under 10 reps. So if you can only do like 5 reps or something like that, that's considered heavy weight. Make sure that you warm up before. Maybe do some push-ups. Maybe do just some reps with something lighter. But don't just like get right into the heavy weight because you're just asking for an injury to occur. It's going to end up happening eventually because you have to be careful when you use heavy weights. Alright, so these are my quick recommendations. Hopefully it does help you out and help increase your bench press. Alright? Take care.